I'm here with Igor, who is the Vice President of Product for SITA, and we're at the Aviation Carbon event. Igor, it's really good to see you here.
Hi, it's really good to see you too.
Aviation Carbon obviously is all about making the aviation sector more sustainable. Is there any particular areas of that big topic that you're particularly focused on?
So I'm particularly focused together with my team primarily in two areas, right? So flight operation is a big one for us. And here we're really looking how we can help airlines to operate the aircraft more efficiently. Our Starship product in this domain is the SITA OptiFlight, which is really looking how we can leverage aircraft data and apply machine learning algorithms on that, combine that with with weather data and some other operational data, and really build like a specific aircraft performance model that will help airlines to determine what is the best way to execute a flight. So what we would normally do, we would optimize the flights after the flight planning has been done, right? So we are really more into the tactical optimization of the flight with the real-time data and really applying these specific aircraft performance models to really calculate even more accurately the opportunities for savings.
So you'll have a profile for a particular configuration and model of aircraft, presumably. Um, does it get as specific as that individual aircraft? Because we know that you could have two Airbus A320s that are completely specified the same, but they'll be slightly different.
A lot of optimization, and when we talk about flight planning systems, they usually use generic aircraft performance models with some adjustments. Nevertheless, what we are able to do is really look into the years of data of how this specific aircraft has been operating, get really intimate with it, and then based on that, able to provide even better recommendations.
So it is. It's kind of like it's a unique aircraft profile,
Yeah,
and
exactly,
then you optimize for that.
exactly, exactly that.
That's really fascinating.
Yeah.
It's really fascinating. And what kind of benefits will airlines see from
Yeah.
implementing this system?
Yeah. So, I mean, our customers that have been using this product, I mean, we actually helped them to save almost 200,000 tons of carbon last year, and we're probably going to do more this year and even more next year, because this is just a beginning for us, right? Although we have almost 40 airlines around the world using the product. So this is something really that we're focusing, and they're really looking into how can we expand that, right? How can we integrate more restrictions that we need to take into consideration, like for example the airspace conditions, the traffic congestions, any other operational parameters that we could take into account. And lately we've seen a lot of conversation on contrails, right, around the industry. So obviously that becomes one of the things that we're looking to integrate into our models.
So contrail mitigation is part of your roadmap.
Yes,
In the
exactly.
future.
Right. So because what we see is really the contrails. It's a very complex topic, right? So when we look at the contrail topics from two sides of the equation. One is really how we can bring the most actual information around contrails to the operational decisions. So because airlines will need to balance, right, burn more fuel versus, risk of creating contrails, and, what is the overall impact, and how do you actually make this decision, right? So bring that information into the operational decisions. And contrails is another constraint when we talk about optimization. And then obviously we're looking at it from the regulatory perspective in terms of the reporting and all the obligations airlines will potentially soon have around the non-CO2 impact reporting, which Contrails obviously are. And this actually brings me to the other topic that we are working on, and this is really a product, SITA Eco Mission, that we've developed together with airlines. And what this product is really looking into is how all of these different regulations, environmental regulation around the world, will impact airline operations. Like how could they really understand? And these regulations, like different regulations, are in place in different countries. They are all kind of on a different level of intensity and the impact. And we see monthly there are new regulations coming up, right? So how can airlines really manage this complexity better in terms of understanding the impact on their network and on their bottom line, right? Which is a big one for them.
So the complexity around regulation, there's a lot of complexity for airlines. That's only going to get more and more challenging as more new regulation comes in related to contrails and so on and so forth. This eco mission will allow you to manage and wrangle that in airline.
Exactly, absolutely. And what we're really seeing is that this is not anymore, a compliance team topic, right? It's not only anymore about reporting, or neither is only a sustainability team's topic, right? It really takes many different stakeholders across the airline to manage this effectively, right? Because they're becoming increasingly interested, right? So giving them the visibility and providing them the data with that will really help different teams across the company to help them to build better strategies that are rooted really in real numbers, right? The second is the finance. As I said, it will give them a better visibility and increase their ability to make better financial decisions. And then obviously compliance in terms of the reporting, which is a big one. But what we feel really interesting, and that's where maybe we connect with our core expertise, is the flight operations. Bringing them all together and allowing them to collaborate continuously on this topic, and making sure that the airline has the data that's accurate to generate those reports in the end, or make strategies based on the accurate data, is really the key.
Igor, thanks so much for your time today, and thanks for talking me through the products of SITA. It's fascinating, and really appreciate your time. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you very much. Pleasure.
Thanks.
Thank you.